Hello, my name is Wayne Alexander, and today we're going to take a look at the navigation within CRM 2011. The navigation has changed somewhat. What Microsoft's tried to do in the newer version of CRM is to use as less clicks as possible to get the end results. And we're going to go through how the navigation has changed. Now, I'm using the web version of CRM 2011, but I can confirm it's exactly the same process in the Outlook version. Okay, so first let's take a look at the navigation. Now, we still have workplace, sales, marketing, service, and the settings pane, so that hasn't changed much from CRM 4. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and click on accounts within the sales section. Now, the first thing that has changed, and you'll notice, is that the system now actually gives you the total number of records, which is something that wasn't available in CRM4. We still have the database at the bottom of the we still have the alphabet at the bottom of the screen, which allows you to search through the database based on the letter that you click on, and we still have the page select on either side. We also still have our quick search functionality where you can type in a word. I'm going to go ahead and type cloud there, and the system would bring up Cloud9 because it has it has cloud in the name. Or I can use the wildcard, which is an asterisk. I'll do AT and another asterisk, and what the system does is it looks for AT anywhere within the account name or the account email address, and it will bring it up. So you can see there's one there for Sprats. So we still have that functionality of the quick find, but some new functionality that we have in terms of navigation is if I was to just click on the drop down here on the right hand side, on the left hand side, what the system does is it remembers the list recently visited areas of CRM. So if you find that you're going back to the same area or the same section over and over again, it might be easier just to click on the recently visited, where you can go through and actually select. So say for example my active cases. So you've the great thing about this as well is you'll notice that if I wanted to, I could actually lock this recently visited. So in other words, it will stay there for as long as I like it to be there for. Okay, we also have our home tab, our home button I should say, and if you click on the home button, it will take you to the home page. Now my home page has been set to dashboard, but again it's just another functionality that makes it less clicks for users to navigate back to certain areas of which they want to go to. Remember, this is the point of the CRM system, that is designed in such a way to make navigation easier. Okay, again I'm going to jump back to the account section. A big difference you'll notice is the ribbon. Now this is called a contextual ribbon, basically because this ribbon and the functionality within this ribbon changes depending on what area of the system you're in. I'm going to go ahead and select an account. I should actually jump to contacts to do this, which is what I'm going to do because there's slightly more icons there. And the first thing you'll find, even though the ribbon is contextual, the first thing you'll find is that what Microsoft has done is they've made the functionalities a lot bolder than in CRM4. So some of these functionalities were hidden away and you had to look for them. Now they've made them a lot easier to find. And I'm just going to quickly run through the functionalities we have here. So new button, self-explanatory, allows you to create a new record. Edit would open up the record that you're selected and allow you to edit that record. You know that a record is either active or inactive. Well, this is how you deactivate a record, make it inactive. And if you wanted to make an inactive record active again, you would simply go to the inactive view, select the record and click on activate. We have the delete functionality. I never recommend this, but the functionality is there to delete a record out the system. As you know, when you delete a record out the system, it pretty much wipes it from the database completely. So there's no way to get that back. You've got your merge functionality, duplicate detection, sending direct emails using templates. You can add to marketing lists, use a connection to connect two records into a relationship, assign and share records. You can run workflows from the ribbon and start dialogue, run reports, importing data, export into Excel, filter, which is a new functionality in CRM 2011. I've got a video out on how to filter if you want to look at that in more details, and use an advanced find. Now, I've gone through the functionalities in the ribbon. I've gone through it fairly quickly because I do have a video out explaining in detail about the ribbon, but I just wanted to point out some of the functionalities and how they're made bolder within the CRM ribbon. Now, if I was to open up a record to continue with our navigation, you will notice as well a huge difference with the navigation is there's no longer tabs within CRM 2011. Well, not tabs in a conventional way. In CRM 4, you had tabs that went across the screen, and you'll click on the various tabs to see the data that you wanted. Now, customers didn't like the idea of jumping between tabs because there may be data that you wanted to see on the first tab that's not available in the second. So Microsoft has scrapped tabs in a conventional sense. We still have tabs where if you click on, but they're just on the left hand side here. So if I was to click on details, instead of moving across to another tab, the system actually jumps down the screen. So it's one screen with tabs that moves you up and down the screen instead. That's the big difference. And I said that the ribbon is contextual. I'll give you an example of that. I'm in the contact area of CRM. I'm in a contact record. Now, if I went down to, let me see here, just go ahead and expand this. What the system will basically do is, if I navigated to a separate area of within the record, this ribbon will change. Probably the best place to show you will be in the accounts. So I'll jump back over to the accounts just to show you this contextual ribbon. Let me open up Test Asda. And as I move down, I'm going to click on Contacts. And you'll notice when I'm in the contact area, the ribbon has changes to suit the contact section within the accounts. Now, the great thing about this contextual ribbon is if I was to add an iframe in my account entity and I was to click on the iframe, say for example for contacts, then the ribbon would change to this ribbon because it's identified that, okay, you're in the account entity, but you've clicked on a contact subgrid, so we'll show the ribbon accordingly. And this is contextual, or what they also call a smart ribbon, because it basically changes depending on what area of the system you're in. Okay, so what did we do? We just quickly took a look at how the navigation has changed in CRM 2011, identified the fact that you can now get the number of listings for the records, also that you got the recently visited functionality, set to home page, the fact that the ribbons completely change and the way it displays those icons, and also the fact that that within records now it uses a flat user interface instead of the tab, so everything is on one page and you move up and down the page to identify the data within that record. Thank you.